Hello, faithful listeners, and welcome to All Hail the King, a podcast where we delve into the mystic, mysterious, and often macabre worlds of Stephen King adaptations. My name is Joe, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Garen and Viv. On this episode, we're watching Golden Years. Fantastic. We should start an a cappella group. A cappella podcast. A cappella podcast. Sorry.
Just do all three pitch perfect.
No,
Yeah.
Joe. We watched that intro like 6 or 7 times one night.
As we should. It's I think I'm confident in saying this. My favourite thing about this is the intro.
Yeah, I agree.
love the intro.
Just those sweeping camera
The
shots
title
of
card with them exploding.
I'm guessing we all watched basically the same version. I know you watched it on DVD. Is it the same as the... I assume the same file that we downloaded.
I didn't download it.
You got it? Is
I
it the exact same way of just a 4-hour block?
Viv,
We'll
I'll
get into it.
tell you this. There are so many different versions of Golden Years out there. I don't know if we all saw the same version.
Yeah.
Like,
What-
I imagine you probably watched the same one as me because you probably had like a DVD rip or
Yeah.
something.
I assume so. Was yours like 3 hours 50 odd?
3 hours 58.
Yeah, and it just had the intro at the beginning. It didn't split them up.
Yeah.
Mine-
Yours was just
yeah.
like one bit
Did yours end with Golden Years as well?
without like the voice.
Oh.
Did yours have the voice over
Yeah.
at the credits?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine didn't.
Yeah. No, I've done some research. There are so many different versions of this
Yeah.
out there.
What about you?
So just to clarify,
It's hard to catalogue.
they've pirated it. Garen watched it on DVD. I watched it on VHS. My version was 236 minutes. So what's that like?
About roughly the same, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, around about that, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
But
yours is
mine
like 2
didn't.
minutes shorter than ours.
That's fair. But mine didn't have Golden Years in the credits, unless it played it after the first song. Maybe because they
So you
definitely
didn't
didn't.
have,
No,
like,
play-
there are definitely two. There's definitely a version with a different song at the end.
Right. Okay.
There's
I
also
must have that one.
there's a different ending scene.
I know about that. I know.
So-
Yeah, I know that. Well, I didn't know until Viv said that there was a. Because
6-hour version,
yeah, because this is usually,
which is what I assume is just the full show
Yeah.
that was before it got butchered down for
yeah.
releases.
It's odd though because on IMDb at least it's listed as 7 30 to 35 minute episodes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which wouldn't equate to that long. But also I saw on a Stephen King wiki that listed 8 episodes. But also in the credits of this, it did say episodes 1 to 5 written by Stephen
Yeah.
King, episodes 6 and 7 story by Stephen King.
Yeah, it says that on here as well.
There's a lot of
Who directed this?
Viv,
Multiple.
Viv. I've got all of them written down.
Okay, so we can't do like a Snyder cut because there's no different. I guess release the Steven cut where it's just like the whole thing.
Well, yeah. So just to clarify. So yeah, it sounds like they had like at least a 7-episode run originally, and then for home media they cut it down to the equivalent of what would be, I guess, like 4 episodes, 4 hours in
Yeah.
theory, but only with the intro at the start rather than like throughout.
Would you be able to pass the VHS? I just want to check something.
Yeah, of course.
This may be relevant to. Okay. Okay. So I'm just quickly looking at Joe's VHS copy here. The show was aired in 1991, but the VHS is from 1992.
Yeah.
So it's likely that Joe had the original ending, which would make sense given that Joe has a different song to us.
Really?
But
This will be
I
fascinating.
didn't have the original ending though.
You didn't have that.
I had the happy ending.
You had the happy. Okay.
What?
From what I can tell, from what I thought I could tell, all the home release endings were the happy ending because it was originally meant to lead into this was a mini-series, but it was originally meant to lead into a full series, but didn't get picked up, so they changed the ending.
The reason why I thought that is 'cause the Laserdisc, which has the 6-hour version, has the original ending as well.
Do you know which ending
apparently.
you watched?
Well,
We would have all watched.
we all would have seen the happy ending.
Is that the happy ending?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you what happens.
It's a
later.
cliffhanger, the original ending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So they don't go back in time.
No.
Okay.
Do you know what happens?
Golden years.
Years.
Ba, 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 ooh,
We'll talk about it later.
Has anybody heard of this before we were doing the podcast?
No, I think my first experience of this was we were doing the podcast, looking at his list, and then the one person on Vinted I bought almost all of my VHS tapes from happens to have Golden Years on VHS, which was funny because at the time I was like, how do you put a full series on VHS? And now it makes more sense that it's cut down and it's still 4 hours, but it's only on one tape.
I'm starting to believe that no one else has actually seen it, considering the quality of available information out there for this.
Yeah, there's so little of it. So if we get anything wrong, please feel free to correct us and come on the show and talk about your experiences of making this show.
Oh, please do.
Because that would be the only way you'd have that information, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. Because there's only so many wikis you could look on. There's not like there's much behind the scenes.
Yeah, it seems like they're all pulling from the same sort of like 3 websites.
Yeah, exactly.
Has Stephen ever spoken up about this?
He likened it to Twin Peaks.
I'm sure he did.
I'm sure
we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
I'm sure you've seen this, but this is the quote, and I'm just bringing this up because there's very little to like find online. But on every site, it was this quote: "If you think of Twin Peaks as a man, it's a man with delirium, a man spouting stream of consciousness stuff. Golden Years is like Twin Peaks without the delirium."
Which is really ironic coming from Stephen King, a man famous for his stream of consciousness, right?
This is very deliberately planned out from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, I haven't seen all of Twin Peaks, but also, and I know this isn't the only appeal, but the delirium's a big appeal of Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Not to jump into like our opinions of it or anything, but I definitely felt like, oh, it is like this thing minus a big chunk of what appealed of it initially.
Yeah.
But
it's like Twin Peaks without the interesting characters. It's like the X-Files without
any of the sexiness.
Mulder.
So I stand by that.
But yeah.
What are you saying about Gillian Anderson?
Listen, babes, it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah. She's gorgeous.
That's
is what we can say.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful woman.
Beautiful.
What about that time in X-Files where they replaced her with Robert
Pattinson? They did that?
No, they replaced David Duchovny with Robert Patrick.
Did they? Is that true?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
You have another podcast where you talk about TV shows.
I remember this.
And I kind of have this sort of I had this relationship where you sort of talk about stuff and it's just like, they got that wrong. I can
I know.
Bring something up
you do this
that.
constantly IRL.
Yeah.
So does the girls subreddit.
Yeah.
And Garen on other subreddits.
Yeah. But in your X-Files episode, you talk about, they replaced it with some guy at some point. You just say, that's Terminator 2.
My defense, most of that information comes from me, and I don't know anyone's names and who people are, as evident by the fact that I've got multiple people's names wrong and got called out on Reddit. But anyway,
I'm saying this
different pod
because funny.
It's funny.
Sure,
it's funny aside. I don't have much to do at this point because usually this is me being like,
talk about the book.
I read a book.
Talk about the book.
Yeah, what's your opinion on the screenplay? If we're talking about
what are your thoughts on the 11 letters he wrote down?
Oh, good title. Golden Years, great title, especially
for a song.
For a song, for this subject matter, yes.
Okay.
This is one of the few things, it's like we talked about what could you possibly call Carrie other than Carrie, that sort of thing. I truly think yes, this is Golden Years.
When I hear, I kind of disagree in more that if I hear Golden Years, I'm thinking like Golden Girls. I'm thinking a sitcom. I'm not thinking a science fiction, FBI procedural.
Well, that's the thing. I think
because like
that's. We'll get into like the FBI of it all, but that's my thing. That's my main problem with this as a whole as well. Is the stuff that I associate with Golden Years, like the title, is like different to necessarily what this fully is. But yeah, there's no.
If I was going through the TV listings and saw Golden Years, I'd be like, that's probably like not for me.
It's probably like Golden Girls. Probably has
Bette Midler,
Betty White,
or Bette White.
Betty Midler,
Betty Davis.
Yeah, all the Bettys. Well, saying about a novel, King called Golden Years a novel for TV.
Interesting way. Something a novelist would say.
Yeah, something who's being asked, why are you writing a screenplay when you're a novelist would say.
Oh, it's kind of like a novel for TV. Yeah. Genius marketing, man.
Yeah.
A taco is kind of like a burger.
I was literally going to say, do you think he does that when cooking? He's just like, damn, I'm like writing for food.
He has a big plate of spaghetti. He's just like, oh, it's like a novel for eating.
He has to equate everything. He's like the guy that's only seen the Boss Baby buffer writing.
That's great. But he did think about like making this into a novel. He said he sat on the idea for a few years. That's all I can say really. I'm not going to say whether I think this would have been better as a novel or worse, because I feel like, adapting a novel into a film is one thing. Trying to like conceptualize of like, should this have been a novel in the first place? It's weird. I'm going to say this now before I get into my opinion fully. I don't think this would have worked as a novel.
I don't think this works at all.
No.
I think this would have worked better as a novel.
But yeah, should we talk about our opinions? Can I go first?
I mean, we kind of know yours because you're really bad at keeping our secrets.
Yeah, I fucking hated this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first big like Stephen King property where you're just like, nah, this is just trash?
I love the idea of it, and I'm not gonna lie, there are some bits I think borderline redeem it.
Yeah.
Almost. And then it's like, weird comparison. You'll understand what I mean, and I will elaborate. It's like the Stephen King's Venom. I love the relationship between Gina and Harlan.
Yeah.
And I'll get a scene with them and I'll be like, this is a beautiful, meaningful.
I thought we were talking about Venom for a second.
Oh, no.
It's like, it's Gina.
So Gina and Harlan are Eddie and Venom.
Well, which one's which?
I guess Harlan would be Eddie and Gina is Venom. And she's like, I'm struggling.
Harlan, we have to be younger.
Gonna miss you, buddy.
We need some brains.
Here's to the ones we forgot.
I'm out of the Eddie closet.
That should have been the last song.
It should have been. But yeah.
Like 20 years before it came
The Family Guy version.
Yeah.
Here's to the ones that we got.
But yeah, this will give you a scene of like Gina crying and being like, it's just you're getting younger. I'm afraid that you'll see me as old, and I've never felt old before. And like really introspective, interesting character discussions. And it will give you a straight fucking hour of FBI bullshit.
I agree with you fully on
thank
this.
you.
No, I was genuinely thinking like,
yeah,
there is a very sweet story that they could have focused on.
Yeah.
And for like 70% of it is bullshit.
They cut out like what? 2 or so hours of this from the original broadcast. They should have cut out 5 hours of this and only had the family stuff.
Yeah, for me, it's a case of two halves.
Yeah.
I really like the relationship between the couple. Very rarely do you see like an elderly couple treated with this sort of like reverence and respect.
Yeah, usually like
mainstream media.
No, I 100% agree. Like, there's definitely like a trend of just like, oh, they're old, they're gross. It sort of takes a lot of people out of context and just sort of like, it's a horrible way of looking at age, and it's just kind of nice seeing like this relationship. It was just, it felt like it's been lived in.
No, I completely agree. And saying this, we know Stephen King, and we know the way he often writes relationships. This feels incredibly earnest coming from him, like them as a couple. Yeah. You could easily see him skeetering on like weird territory where he goes where he usually goes in terms of like, and granted, we're not getting like text on a page, so we're not seeing like how he would necessarily describe the characters.
Yeah.
Like, because one of the things he gets criticized for is how he describes women, which is completely valid. But, it's just a positive couple in a way.
Yeah.
Like in a sense, if they stick by each other, like even in the original ending, it's like, should I just say what the original ending is? Do you know what it is?
Before you do that, am I able to finish my stream of consciousness before I lose it?
Oh yeah, of course you can. Go for it.
Yeah, for me it is a thing of two halves. I really like relationship stuff. As far as like the FBI, investigating the shop sort of thing, it's not really something I really care for, but I do want to say I do quite like the scenes between Terry and General Cruz. I think they've got a good sort of rapport between them, and I liked it when those two were on screen together. Less so when they weren't.
I maybe near the end when there was like going through like sort of a transformation, but throughout it, it's just like this just wasn't working for me at all.
Yeah, it's just, and I will be honest, obviously this was designed as a series, but the format we watched it in is like cut together.
I definitely
it's essentially
feel as
a movie.
It needs to be structured in that television format of like 30-minute chunks. I think it would have been much more digestible. But even then, obviously we discussed this on our other podcast where we talk about TV. Like the way you consume TV is like so much different now than it was back then.
We talked about Twin Peaks, and like, you know, that's a slow burn show, but immediately it gives you something to hook on.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like, other than Harlan and Gina, and like the whole thing of like, oh, he's getting younger, which first of all doesn't really going anywhere anyway. There's nothing to get like invested in. Like, it's more like,
is he gonna pass his eye exam?
Yeah,
it's just
I cheered.
I can't imagine watching this if like, do we know if this aired weekly? Or like...
Yeah, so from my understanding, I think it was the first 2 episodes aired as a double bill, and then it was aired weekly.
I can't imagine coming back week after week for this.
Yeah.
Like, especially knowing how it ends, because of course it was meant to lead into something further.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine sticking it out and thinking like, oh yeah, I want to see where this goes.
It also aired in the summertime, which is generally not the best time to release anything on TV, because there's more likelihood of people going outside and, you know, not being stuck in front of the idiot box.
I do want to be honest as well, because obviously we didn't really know much about this. We all just kind of knew that it was something to do with aging.
I knew something about aging, and I knew something about rats, because that's what was on the DVD.
That's why I was going to ask on what was on the DVD, because I'm going to show you the VHS cover. And for anyone who has never seen that before,
I love 2001.
It's very
2001. There's a fetus, there's a planet, there's an outline, and there's like an old guy in the corner. When I saw this, I was thinking, oh, we're getting like proper Benjamin Button shit.
Yeah.
He is going to become a child at some point. And then the most they do with the reverse aging is he gets slightly younger.
He goes from 70 to like late 50s.
And I don't think...
You know when they de-aged fucking Samuel Jackson and Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
That's basically the most we
exactly.
get.
And it's
I was expecting the exact same thing. Yeah. I was just thinking like, oh, is it going to get like kind of freaky with it later on?
Yeah.
But no, the most they're going to go with it. And like, I understand it's a TV budget. They're not going to be able to get the really high budget effects of like a Benjamin Button, but you expect them to do something interesting with it.
Is it going to be like Belinda's boyfriend in the latest series of Doctor Who, where they turn him into a sperm?
That's what I was thinking, because like, and that even then, like, I can understand that they weren't for more of an introspective thing of just like, I'm getting younger, my wife is the same age, like, what does this mean for us? And I appreciate that. And there were scenes where like that was kind of shining through, where, for example, like, Harlan has a scene where I think he's talking to Terry and he's kind of expressing like his fear about the fact that he's getting younger and just like, what's going to happen? Is he going to become a child again?
Yeah, it suggests this like sort of ticking clock aspect to sort of build tension. Yeah.
And if you don't want to literally go in the way of like showing him going younger that way, fair enough. But then I think I don't know, I never really understood what it was going for, because it had this really interesting introspective stuff. But then it's and then it's focus on all the like, oh, someone's after him, they're going to kill him, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And it's like, I didn't really understand like even just why. Like, why do you need any of that? Just have it be about the aging thing. Like
how much of this is Steven? How much of it is the network?
I don't know. That's the thing, because part of me, I could criticize Stephen King to hell back for like unnecessary subplots. One of my biggest things with Cujo was like, the reason I loved the movie so much was it cut out all the fad of like needing to know what every character was doing at all times. But then on the flip side, I've praised him for that as well with like Salem's Lot, which I think is fantastic use of character. But in this, it just felt like, it felt like
it's so
idea of, sorry, with 2 seconds. It felt like the idea of, oh, what if we saw like this couple dealing with the fact that one of them was getting younger, and then someone at some point was like, boring military subplot. Need guns.
Your favorite. What if classic military subplot?
Exactly.
What if Viv was trying to talk and Joe was like, boring. Me talk now.
Never happens.
Shut the fuck up.
Because there isn't really any like book stuff to go into. Unless you do have a point, I don't want to interrupt.
I'll do it after. It's like kind of a tangent anyway.
Shall we just sort of go straight into like the production and the people who made the show, so that, because this might be a shorter episode just because we don't have to talk about the book stuff, but it may be longer because we may have 7 episodes worth of thoughts.
Maybe.
We have a lot to say about the military subplot.
I saw a meme today on Instagram. I can't remember if I sent it to you. I don't know if I did. It was to do with like the different types of podcasts. Did I send that to you?
I saw that as well.
You saw it? And one of them was like, over explaining a movie for longer than the movie's actual runtime. And I thought, oh, that's us. And then I thought about Golden Years, and I was like, well, it's not us this week.
Nope. To be fair, that was probably the nicest description of all the other ones. The other podcasts were just vile.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you my little doodle.
Alright.
This probably won't make sense because it's not the one they use in the show. It's not the one you got on your VHS, but this is the one that's on my DVD.
I thought you were just going to do a fan made one.
I think it's also the one on Letterboxd.
Very nice.
That's nice.
So,
I like
Season
that.
2, episode 7. Did you do 7 variants?
no, that's what we are.
Okay. I thought they did one for each episode.
It's on top of all of the ones I've done so far.
Okay.
See, Cudge.
Cudge.
Are you a fan of Cujo?
Me?
Are you a fan of Ed Lauter?
I love Cujo.
Yeah. So I don't know if you noticed, but Ed Lauter, who is General Cruz in this, he was in Cujo.
Yeah, he was.
He was Joe Camber.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I was too distracted by the
So,
Julie Aniston.
completely unintentional. Nice to have a double bill of Ed Lauter. Will he be in the next episode? Probably not.
I know.
Cool if he is.
Yeah. Is he still alive?
Don't know.
Okay.
Ed Lauter, if you're alive and listening to this,
Please
Send
come
us-
on. Please come in and talk to us about Golden Years. We
Yeah.
want to know.
and send us an email.
I think that's the most frustrating part of
Where
this.
would he
Before-
email?
allhailthekingpodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, that's great.
Hey.
Thank you.
Before we go into the production, I just want to say that I think that's what the most frustrating part about this is, because we made that joke about getting people on who've worked on this multiple times now. I wish there was more. I wish we could like really delve into like how this was like made and what like
Well, we're going
what
to have to go
stages
to
it
the
went.
actual studios.
We will.
They'll probably like destroy backlots now.
Imagine we get Stephen King on the pod and he's like, "Oh yeah, we go. What am we going to talk about this time? The Shining." Harry would just like explain Golden Years.
He just talks about how Charlie Kirk deserved it.
And he'd
Well,
be
like-
right too.
Yeah, we're like, Stephen, please, Golden Years, explain.
I would have to tell him, like, Stephen, while the Charlie Kirk news broke, I was watching Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot, thank you. We spoke the other day and I was like, what Stephen King thing were we watching when we found out that Charlie Kirk died? Because I remember you saying we like paused it and was on the woman
I'm very
for
happy
ages.
that we've been doing this long enough now that we have specific Stephen King properties as touchstones for moments in our lives. Just like, oh, what episode were we on during this?
Yeah.
Was it the Carrie episode?
But anyway, yeah.
When did what episode were we on when the Iran war started?
God. Sorry. Okay, go on, Garrett.
So-
Production.
There are 4 credited directors who worked on the 7 episodes, so I'm going to run through them. Firstly, directing the pilot, we have Kenneth Fink. He has directed 50-odd episodes of CSI.
That's
Good
cool.
for him.
He's
Get that bag, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a TV director. CSI is just the thing he's worked on the most. Episodes 2, 4, and 6 were directed by Alan Coulter, who is a director who worked on Sopranos at the beginning of its run.
He's also a director who works on Even Numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, actually, no, these are not even numbers. He worked on 9 and 11.
Did he now? Which plane did he fly?
He directed it.
Awesome.
No,
I know you.
he directed the Robert Pattinson movie, Remember
He
Me.
did.
He
Okay,
did,
yeah,
yeah.
that did come up. That's awesome.
Then episodes 3 and 7 were directed by Michael Gornick, who we will see again.
Ooh.
He is the director of Creepshow 2.
Yes.
And
cool.
he was George A. Romero's DP, working on the first Creepshow and Dawn and Day of the Dead.
Did he direct the first couple episodes? Which episodes did he direct?
3 and 7.
Oh, okay. I was only saying that because there was actually some pretty decent like makeup effects in like the first
I
couple.
do want to talk about the makeup. I was genuinely pretty impressed. With
And
it.
I was thinking like, oh, a Creepshow director made that. That makes complete sense. But if
Yeah.
it didn't do that,
Yeah,
it's
I
not-
don't believe. I don't know if it was Tom Savini who worked on Creepshow, but that's the only name that's coming to mind. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was anyone of that like caliber, but
Mm.
I don't know. We'll look into it. And episode 5 was directed by Stephen Tolkien. Not really aware of anything he's directed, but he did write the screenplay to the 1990s Captain America movie
Oh,
and
cool.
had rewritten the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren.
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know about the story about that Captain America movie?
I've heard it before, but I've forgotten
What
it, so-
story?
No, nothing. It's just like about how there was like a director's cut, and like the director was like
Oh.
holding on to the reels for like most of his life in his car.
That's cool. It's like how fucking Doctor Who episodes get found.
Yeah.
I had the reel for 2 episodes.
Yeah, because he's
to
done
get
like a
in my
ton of
car.
movies. That's like a really interesting. Like,
There's a
Sorry,
specific
okay.
reason why the 2 episodes of Doctor Who that found recently were found, but I'll get onto that in our own time.
Yeah,
This is written by Stephen King.
never heard of him.
Yeah. Do you want me to run through his entire bibliography?
oh, the guy driving the bus.
That would be.
Yeah, the guy driving the bus.
Awesome.
To be honest, it took me ages to realize that was him. Granted, I was watching on fucking CRT.
Yeah.
The mystique. It's like catching the xenomorph in Alien.
Yeah.
It just blends into the background.
It is. I was just like a bus driver, then the scene kept going.
I'm
It
just
was
picturing
like, oh, shit.
Stephen King picking up Harry Dean Stanton. They had to go in and manually remove all of his pubes.
Oh,
You know,
Had
but-
someone working on the
no,
minge
who's
hair.
that?
Well, no, okay, that can't be real, can it?
It's not real.
Right.
No, it's categorically not real.
Yeah, there's like
but it's funny.
There's like a story online that Ridley Scott like asked Sigourney Weaver to shave her pubes
Oh, I've
for
heard
the scene,
this.
but then she refused, so they got someone to digitally remove it.
That's dumb.
But that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, they did that in Alien to get rid of Stephen King, who was in every frame.
Yeah.
Stephen King wrote episodes 1 through 5 and stories for 6 and 7. And then episodes 6 and 7 were written by Joseph Anderson. Joseph Anderson. I did not do the 6-7 hands, by the way. That's not why they're laughing.
They were digitally removed after the fact in
Yeah.
post.
At Ridley Scott's request. Joseph Anderson is a writer who has worked on Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and Sliders. Do you know the concept of the show Sliders?
No.
Is there slides?
No. Do you know the sliding doors idea?
No.
Not like when you go to Japan, but like the concept of if
What?
you make it.
This conversation
What the
is
fuck do
just...
you mean?
You know how in Japan they got doors that slide?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's not like that.
Is it different?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's like if you make a decision, you got two
Give me
different.
Joe and Mike.
You got 2 different paths. So you're sliding the door.
Right, the way I was thinking of this is like, I forgot what you mean, like traditional Japanese doors that slide. I was thinking of like fucking like supermarket doors that just, because we have those
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So it was just
They were
like,
imported
yeah,
from Japan.
so you
They got
go to
supermarkets in Japan.
They
have 7-Elevens.
They do. They're great.
They have
Yeah.
vending
Yeah.
machines that sell panties.
Venom
They do.
machines?
Venom machines.
Eddie,
Eddie, we need the panties.
Eddie, we have to go to Tokyo Tower.
Eddie, we need to find a Digimon.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Yes, you don't want to.
Golden years.
Golden years. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, oh.
Jeez Louise.
Music by Joe Taylor. Joe Taylor has worked on a anthology series called Monsters.
Is he the one who did the Miami Vice ass music?
I mean,
I was gonna
music
say,
by Joe Taylor. I assume he did the music.
I was gonna say, I have beef with Joe Taylor at this.
Or the...
It just never felt like the music fit the
No.
vibe of the scene it was on.
It's
And like, I'm not
this
saying.
this kind of show.
Yeah.
It's craving an Angelo Badalamenti.
I'm saying, I'm not saying like, oh, I don't want to keep mentioning Twin Peaks, but we will have to like, we'll deep dive into it at some point. But also, it felt like it was going for like Twin Peaks
Yeah.
vibe of like, oh, look at this jaunty kind of music.
Isn't this kind of
But then
quirky?
it was like over every scene and like,
There was a fish in the percolator.
There was a fish. This is awful. I'm so sorry.
Monsters is an anthology horror series that I want to say Stephen King might have like written an episode of. I want to say I've seen it before while going through the research for these episodes. I've never seen it.
No.
Director of photography is Alex Nepomniachtchi, who worked on Never Been Kissed and the Julianne Moore movie Safe.
Yeah, no. I did actually genuinely want to shout out. Some shots in this are incredible.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
I
decently
don't think
shot.
I never thought it was like a bad looking thing.
It's like 4 or 5. The rest of it's kind of generic.
I really liked it when it was green.
I love the green.
There's like one shot where I was just like, wow, looks. It's the shot of all the secretaries.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
on, and it just has incredible lighting. But it's also like when like all the shit goes down
Yeah.
and they're going with the hazmat suit. It does just have this like we talk often about how like they don't know how to shoot night scenes anymore. There's some gorgeous like night shots in this.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
And I do just want to shout out the makeup department head, because they did a good job. Gina Homan, who's worked on 127 Hours and the SpongeBob movie, The Square Search for SquarePants.
Oh,
Not even joking.
That's
that's
awesome.
cool. Shout out to the 127 Hours girl.
Yeah.
I think she's cool.
We talked about her before.
Yeah.
And Dick Smith, famous makeup designer, worked on Amadeus and The Exorcist. He was a special effects consultant. The producers of this, it was produced by Mitchell Gallin, who did Thinner and The Night Flyer, and executive producers, obviously Stephen King and Joseph Anderson. Production companies Laurel Productions. Remember them?
No.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they did the other miniseries we covered a few
one?
weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks of The Shining.
The Langoliers.
Oh, it's
Oh.
the Langoliers.
Yeah,
Oh, they fell off. No, wait. This was before.
this is before.
Oh, they.
This was a step in the...
Yeah, this is a step in the right
Yeah,
direction then.
Yeah.
I just wish it was Langoliers.
Yeah. Does it
Yeah.
make you appreciate Langoliers more?
I warmed on with Langoliers pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love the book so much, but like, more I sat on it, no, it's good.
Okay.
Do you think you would have liked this more if there was a book?
honestly, maybe, but also knowing how Stephen King writes side stories, God knows I would have struggled with all that military shit.
What if it was
just-
800 pages?
Exactly, that's the thing. If this was like a short story, just focusing on the aging
By the
thing.
time you finish, you would have been in your golden years.
Golden years.
Ba, ba, ba.
Oh.
I'm going to go through the cast.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Get the letterboxes up.
Is this so you could recognize who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
okay.
I there are like 3 or 4 people who I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they're in this.
Yeah, I haven't got everyone listed. I just have like the major players.
Mhm.
We got Keith Jarabaka, who is in Argo and The Dark Knight. He's talking to the Joker when the Joker's like, "I'm gonna do a Joker on you." He plays Harlan Williams. Not as old as he looks in this.
How old was he during production?
You got Letterboxd open.
No, I
Why
don't.
didn't you
I have
look?
my notes.
Well, he was born in 1952. So when was this? 19...
He would have been 39.
39? Oh, really?
Spry 39.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I was shocked. Knowing the conceit of the show, I was just like, okay, there's probably some like makeup on him to make him look a little older. I didn't think he would be like as young as that.
Yeah, fair. That's really
I
impressive.
do think the makeup in this is like the best thing about it.
I do say though, I did write to my notes, youngest looking 70-year-old I've ever seen.
How old's your granddad?
70?
I'd say it's kind of
wow, that's
equivalent.
an insult to your granddad.
Why is that an insult to my granddad?
You're
Yeah.
saying that guy looks
I think your granddad looks younger than
Younger.
70.
Fair enough. I'll tell him that.
Yeah, fair.
Eat his greens.
Then again, I deal with my granddad. Who's
Your
90.
granddad's 90.
He's 90 and he's been basically 90 for 20 years.
if
of
you want
our
to see
life.
Joe's granddad, go on Google Maps.
Yeah, say his address.
In 2009 specifically.
Yeah.
You want to see me go on Google Maps in 2022? We've got Frances Sternhagen, who we will see again. She's in Misery
Mhm.
and The Mist. She
Yeah.
plays Gina Williams. We've got Felicity Huffman as Terry Spann. She is in Desperate Housewives and is an Oscar nominee for the movie Transamerica, where she plays a trans woman.
The killer? No, wait, that's Jude.
Transamerica.
Transamerica. She finds out that she has a son,
Okay.
and
Oh wait, yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just opened Transamerica to look at reviews just out to see the consensus, and the first review I've clicked on is Felicity Huffman should have gone to jail for this. So
I do want to say this. I'd only heard of Felicity Huffman from Transamerica, and I thought she was trans. So I was just like, oh, cool, they got a trans woman in to lead this this Stephen King series in the 90s, and I'm just like, oh, she's cis.
No, the best they could have done at the time was David Duchovny.
Yeah. Yeah. Ed Lauter, he's General Cruz. He's in Cujo.
Yep.
Go to our Cujo episode if you want to know what else he's in. We got Bill Raymond, who's in Lincoln and Michael Clayton, as Dr. Richard X. Toddhunter. Sick ass name.
Yeah. Goofy ass character.
Yeah.
yeah,
R.D. Call from Born on the 4th of July and I Am Sam as Jude Andrews.
Doesn't have an IMDb photo, so that was extra hard for me.
He's the guy with the mustache
Yeah.
who's chasing them.
yeah.
Stephen Root.
Woo! He's in Barry.
Yeah. For I've written down Office Space and Get Out
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
as Major Morland.
It was very nice seeing him in this.
Yeah, no, I think he's great. And Harriet Sansom Harris, who's in Phantom Thread and Memento as Francie Williams. Plus, we've got the cameo by Stephen King, and also guest starring in one of the episodes, Margot Martindale.
That sounds really familiar.
Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
Oh, really? Was she in that?
Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
No, but I know of it.
It's a constant running joke where they're bringing character actress Margot Martindale. She's in Cocaine Bear. She gets attacked by the cocaine bear.
That's really funny.
Budget unknown.
Wait.
Viewership unknown.
Wait. Did you mention Eric King?
No, I
Surprise,
didn't wanna
motherfucker.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's in this?
Yeah.
He's only in like
He's
a
in
couple
one
episodes.
episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice him.
I know, I was like scrolling through the list and I was just like, wait.
I did.
He didn't show up when I was looking through IMDb.
He didn't say his famous catchphrase, so
Yeah. He didn't pull out face he pulls when he suspects Dexter.
Did he have a mustache? I think he had a mustache. Or hair.
Yeah.
He had
a mustache or hair. Might have had eyebrows.
Yeah. He could. He became a meme recently.
Isn't he dead?
Is he dead?
I think he died.
I don't think he's dead.
Okay, that's good.
Are we thinking of the same person? The surprise motherfucker.
Yeah,
guy
surprise
from Dexter.
motherfucker.
I don't think he's dead. He became a meme recently.
Did he?
The surprise
just-
motherfucker meme's been around for a while.
No,
Joe. Come
there was
on now.
another one where it's just like him sat behind his car looking suspicious, and people comment under when they're like, just suspicious of people. So, like, for example, yeah, it's a simple meme.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
nothing.
I don't see why we need a new suspicious meme. We still got
Yeah.
Among Us.
Yeah, exactly.
Good news, I don't think he's dead.
That's good because he didn't seem old.
I love the continuing saga of me thinking everyone's dead. Well, that was good fun. I liked seeing him show up.
Oh, I'm sad I missed that.
He's the guy who was like on the computer and he was just like, "Let me in."
Was he? Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
It
Yeah.
was a surprise. Yeah, this aired between July 16th, 1991 and August 22nd, 1991 on CBS. Reception-wise, this has a rating on IMDb of 5.3 out of 10, Letterboxd of 2.6 out of 5, Metacritic of 63 out of 100, Rotten Tomato critic rating of 60%, cricket rating of hello, just a quick note, and an audience rating of not available.
If a film doesn't have any critic reviews, it should be a critic rate. A
cricket.
cricket
It's hard
rate.
to
Yeah,
say,
it's really
yeah.
hard to say.
Yeah, no, just like no reviews yet. It's just a little cricket emoji.
Aw.
Yeah,
That's cute.
Yeah.
yeah. Don't steal our big corporation.
Somebody like Amazon owns Rotten Tomatoes, don't they?
Do they?
Amazon probably owns Big Cricket.
Can't you buy like crickets on Amazon?
I mean, probably dead
You
ones.
could buy ladybugs.
Like alive ones?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Just go to Viv's house and just box the ladybugs.
It's the ladybugs.
Why do you need all these ladybugs? You got like a shipping container. Full.
You know when we went to the butterfly sanctuary and I just
yeah.
freaked out. Ladybirds slash ladybugs.
Slash
One of-
crickets.
Slash no, I
Slash
can't stand
critics.
crickets. Like those are the only insects I can stand like touching me.
Really fair. They're beautiful little things.
Yeah.
Viv, are you good with animation?
Yeah.
Okay. animated series, The Nostalgia Cricket.
And it's just literally just like a giant cricket.
You just
And it's him, but he's just
animate-
making cricket noises.
And he goes, occasionally goes, ah!
He builds the wall.
Awesome. Any further notes?
Opening theme, Golden Years by David Bowie.
Awesome.
Great song.
We've talked about David Bowie in the past because he died.
Also, he's on Twin Peaks.
He also died,
It's very
But
sad.
he was in Twin Peaks
that he
before
was
he
in Twin
died.
Peaks.
and after he died, he was on Big Brother.
He's also a kettle in Twin Peaks.
I forgot about that.
Was he on Big Brother or was he just mentioned?
His wife was on Big Brother.
I was going to
It's like-
say, because she's like, David's dead, and they
David's
think it's the
dead.
housemate.
Yeah.
That was a hard time when David Bowie died, but that was so funny.
I don't watch Big Brother. I love that sequence of events and that woman just being like, how could she have misinterpreted that?
Every few months, I've got to watch it because
Yeah.
it's so funny.
It's
and-
just,
Maybe this isn't funny, but like the David who's in the Big Brother house with him at the time, he died like 2 months later.
Oh, really?
I didn't know
Oh
that.
my god!
Oh.
So it's like,
Pathetic.
Sometimes it just writes itself, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I guess we carry on with our thoughts then.
yeah,
You have him?
Yeah, it's you'd think like because when you first like talked about Golden Years and you mentioned like it's inspired by Twin Peaks, and my mind just started racing.
yeah.
Obviously, I'm like a really big fan of Twin Peaks, so anything like kind of adjacent or kind of inspired, I just kind of get excited for. But like the idea of Stephen King tackling this sort of thing just sort of makes sense in my head.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like of just like the things that overlap, which I guess could also be attributed to like Mark Ross rather than David Lynch, like the other creator of Twin Peaks.
yeah, the guy who did Fantastic Four.
Yes, the guy who did Fantastic Four, of just like this big town and like just like spook shit that lingers in
Yeah.
me. That's like Stephen King's like MO.
Yeah. Like, it is.
Yeah.
If
Like,
they hadn't done a 70s miniseries of Salem's Lot,
Yeah,
yeah.
a Salem's Lot series in the 90s post
it seems like a
Yeah.
relationship that would just sort of click. And like I understand, he almost definitely wrote it before Twin Peaks because I think I saw him mention
It was
that-
like he had it in a notebook.
Yeah, he had it in a
Yeah.
notebook, so I assume just like maybe it was more of an executive thing of just like, Twin Peaks is huge right now because this is 91.
He said it was
Yeah.
like because of Twin Peaks, he was able to get it produced.
Yeah, so this is definitely more on my part of just like bringing these sort of expectations into it.
Yeah.
But just hearing this and just being like, okay, you could see,
Yeah.
like not just because of the surface level elements of just like, okay, not really a town. It doesn't really focus on that. It's more just like,
Yeah.
but like the FBI,
Yeah.
the intrigue, but like the general vibe. It
Yeah.
feels like they're trying to like kind of go for that.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
sort of the
no,
just like
100%.
sweeping into like quirky and then to like actual danger. It kind of highlights why Twin Peaks is so good because it's able to like juggle these things like
Yeah.
really well.
That's how I felt about this, because obviously, like, we've all watched Twin Peaks to a certain capacity. I've watched all of it.
Yeah.
We're both big fans of it. You got me into it. Of like, it's a very specific vibe, and it's hard to land. Like, there are times where Twin Peaks doesn't even land it themselves.
Yeah, when
But,
they
like-
left and they had season 2, and
Yeah.
it just like it went way overboard with the quirkiness.
Yeah,
it
it-
feels like it's more pulling from that. Whereas
Yeah.
just like the scenes I'm thinking of are just like her shooting puppets in her office, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, what is this idiot for?
Yeah, and for example, like, even just like we said about the Doctor being a hammy character, that didn't work for me because it just felt like
It felt like a similar like a
It
Dr.
felt kind of
Jacoby. It felt like
forced.
this. Yeah.
it didn't feel like, this is just like this character with like the actor like falls into this role so well. Like I said, I'm not saying it was like copying Twin Peaks because it couldn't have. It's more just a genuine sense of like,
I don't know
we've
how
got to
much of
have
this
a
Stephen
quirky
King did
character.
have written down. I'm sure he
Yeah.
had like the general conceit of
yeah,
the shop are after someone because the agent, because the shop is something he's introduced before.
yeah,
We didn't even mention that the shop is a thing in Lawnmower Man, but it is. So I guess this connects to Lawnmower Man.
well, in the films or in the book,
In like the multiverse of Stephen King.
multiverse, because there are other references.
Yeah,
you know,
So this
there's a reference to
this will connect
the
to
Stand.
Tommy Knockers and Firestarter as well.
Yeah, Firestar as well. Right, I missed the whole shop thing. I
Oh,
read
and-
about it, but
Maybe the Mist.
I think so. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's the same organization. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Once we start getting into like those really interconnected ones, we'll. You know.
I
But yeah, I just felt
Also, there's that scene where Pennywise shows up, obviously.
yeah, that was
Head
pretty,
wild.
that was pretty funny.
I'm afraid of getting older. Pennywise just goes. I
This is
just
Tim Curry at the time because
yeah.
They should have made a great double bill with Hook. Did that also come out in 91?
I don't know when that came out. That feels like an 80s movie.
Nah, I
Wait.
want to say it's the film he made just before Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay then. Oh, probably like 91, 92.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're probably right.
I wanted to do the kid being like, "It's you,
He's getting
Peter,"
younger.
but for some reason I defaulted to like fucking Peter. Like, the Green Goblin.
But like again, talking about like its influences, it's easy to sort of just like, oh, it's bad because it's trying to be these things. I don't necessarily know it's going for this, but it feels so much like it's trying to be an X-Files and a Twin Peaks at the same time. And I'm not just talking about the whole fucking Scully of
No,
all.
but
Yeah.
she does feel like a proto Scully.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
just like from like an aesthetic, she got the same hair, she got the whole vibe
Yeah.
down, but it doesn't have like the good character writing. I feel as though this would have worked because like near the end of it, when it was introducing like say like the daughter
Yeah,
and her communist friend group,
yeah,
that's something. That's something I can find like kind of
Yeah.
interesting. I feel as though this is dying for like a town vibe or something with multiple characters where they all interact.
Imagine like a world where, you know, I know this is just rewriting it, and we do this often when we see a good idea in our own like personal lives. When we see something with a good idea, but we don't like how it's executed, we often just write fan fiction about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But like, imagine this: it's it's the town. Like the setup still happens. He gets exploded, and he's starting to turn younger. But they're dealing with the ramifications of the fact that he's now de-aging in a town that's like
Yeah,
he is a part of that community.
yeah. It feels
you-
that feels so separate to like anything around
Yeah.
its environment. Like just having like a town basically being center, like how Twin Peaks is. The center is like a logging
Yeah.
community. Like this being a center of like a scientific like UFO
Yeah.
sort of thing, that could be quite interesting. That you're able, I feel as though you're able to like bridge those gaps between those kind
Yeah.
of shows and still have something unique.
And then you can deal with the ramifications more so on like, obviously you've got the stuff I think really interesting with Gina, where she's, you know, for the first time in her life actually feeling old because her husband is getting younger.
Yeah,
You can also deal with the idea of, you know, this whole town is probably going to outlive him because he's getting younger.
Mm.
You could have people in the town who are actually like, oh, I want that. I wish I could get younger. You could see all the different perspectives of it then.
Mm. But like going for this sort of like espionage thing
Yeah.
where it's. I feel as though to like make this sort of thing work, you need to conceal a lot of information and slowly reveal
Yeah.
and trickle
Like,
things.
is-
But you know everything.
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
there for us to sort of, like you say,
Yeah.
latch on to?
Gina finds out works out that he's de-aging really fucking quick.
Yeah.
So it's not even just like they haven't realized it yet. This is getting a bit like, you know, but it's
Or like
it's
have
just
like maybe it like the effect trickles out into the rest of the town. Maybe like a bunch of people are going through this or like
Yeah.
it's having an effect on the environment or something. Just something else that isn't just FBI shit.
Yeah.
Also these couple running away.
they're just trying.
And
They,
then
they just
cut-
feel so separate to one another.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it only coalesces in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah. And just the whole conceit of like the whole like FBI shit, because you know you get the whole idea of, oh, okay, he's like been exposed to this thing, they need to capture him and so on and so forth. But you see so many scenes of them,
Yeah.
like you don't need to know what they're doing in every minute. It's really funny because there was a bit where like I was getting progressively more annoyed watching this because I watched like 2 hours and then took a break and then watched the other 2 hours.
yeah.
And like I can't remember exactly when this is. Oh no, it's when Terry picks up Gina and Harlan, and she's like, "We don't have time to sort this out. You just need to come with me." And it's like saying we don't have time at this point is just wild to me. When we've had like so many scenes of just them talking about it, it's like it never felt like there was any urgency until like right at the end.
All of yours is on one VHS tape.
Yeah,
right?
all on one
Oh,
tape.
okay. So mine's 2 discs. The like exact like point where the discs end is like when they're like, oh, she's like at the door, just like we gotta go on the run or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense as a sort of middle point.
I think for me, I don't really have a strong like I'm not gonna like defend this and be like, oh, actually, it's really good, because I don't think it is. I feel like I've got less of a vitriol towards it.
Yeah.
Maybe because I watched it earlier in the week,
Yeah,
so I could take it kind of easy, and I watched it over 2 different days.
that's fair.
I watched part 1 in the evening. I watched part 2 the following morning.
That's fair. But then, like I said, I watched the first half first thing yesterday in the morning, and then I watched it was the first thing I did when I woke up and the last thing I did when I went to sleep. So I guess you could say it overtook my day. But
It just did.
I had a substantial gap.
It just does the thing. I think is the worst thing. I'd rather a thing be like take big swings and misses rather than just made me bored.
I wish it was
and
like,
I hate that.
I wish we could have seen it in the TV format, because I think that would have been more interesting.
Yeah.
Not just for the fact we could hear them play Golden Years every half an hour.
Exactly. I just don't know. I know we've said about maybe they were going for this and going for that, but I just felt like there's 2 separate ideas here. One of them is interesting and gives us crumbs, and the other is just extremely dull.
I do think it's kind of interesting though that the shop is like a reoccurring motif. That there is this so do you know what the shop is?
Yeah. So, have you seen Firestarter?
No.
You know it's about a girl with powers.
Yes.
Okay. So the shop are after the little girl with powers because they want to use it.
So it's like an organization.
They're like a shady organization that try to capture things. And
Yeah.
I've not seen Tommy Knockers, but it's something about aliens, I believe. If they are involved in the mist, then they're after the monsters in the mist. They are referenced in the Lawnmower Man movie.
Yeah.
I don't think they are in the short story.
I don't think so.
But the shop are trying to get Job.
Okay. So
yeah.
I am just
they also
wondering.
apparently appear mentioned in the Langoliers.
Yeah.
Which
They're sort of like Nick Fury, and they're gathering up all the
any sort
Stephen
of
King
long
Avengers.
Yeah, they're a long running organization that sort of connects these things. I do wonder if say we've maybe consumed some of those first. Maybe we'd have at least a little bit more of it's this thing. So we have because watching it at this point is kind of just I know that doesn't fix the character writing or
It would have given you a bit more to latch on to.
A little bit, yeah.
But for me, that's the thing of okay, so they got this concept of an organization running experiments and conducting these things. I still think the amount we see them is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If anything, if you want this weird organization in the background of your stories, granted, like you said, we haven't seen we've seen Lawnmower Man. I didn't even, they probably briefly mentioned, I've read Langoliers, but it's probably just kind of a quiet reference, and I think that's the best way to do something like this. It's just showing it the whole time. It's
I think as well portraying it with the character of Jude.
Yeah.
Who I just think is a nothing burger of a character.
Dull. Yeah.
Which is you need a character like this to be menacing. I don't blame the actor, because there's not that much to work with, but you need a character like this to be menacing.
Well, you got a character. Sorry, I meant mustache.
Yeah.
No, he had eyebrows.
Yeah.
Easy mistake.
Yeah.
But you need something like this to be really, really threatening. Again, you need to conceal quite a lot of it, especially with an organization with this. You don't want to know so much of it.
When you
want to feel if the characters for the FBI are scared of this guy, you want to be fucking terrified. But it's kind of just
Yeah, exactly. It's just not an interesting villain. And frankly, this is personal preference as well. Because, I said, I don't like military stuff. I just find it really dull. And I know it's not literally the military, but it's as close as you can possibly get. Just the whole idea of, this guy is killing people close to it and he's after them. I just don't find that engaging. Because it's just when you've literally got sci-fi stuff, his body is reverse aging.
Yeah.
And we're focusing on just a man with a gun. And I know it's you'll kill him, but it's just I know we keep coming back to it, but Twin Peaks, can you imagine if the villain of Twin Peaks was literally just a dude with a gun?
That's what Bob was the entire time.
It's
who would David Lynch cast as man with gun?
Man with gun. Just some background guy. He'd be like, you're
Dennis Hopper.
Sting.
I love his type.
Yeah, it's like that same sort of thing.
But he has to be naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's wearing the like underpants from Dune.
See, now we're cooking.
Yeah.
But I think, the shop, it should be, and, maybe I'll have different opinions about this once we, like, delve more into it. I imagine when we do Firestarter is when we'll
I can
proper get
imagine if
into
you're
it.
like a huge fan of the books, you see like, oh, it's like a thing I haven't read before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's involved in this. That's quite interesting.
Once we get to the end, should we start from the beginning and go again and be like, okay, we're revisiting Christine Shawshank.
Yeah, we come back to this and it's
We
just
just
like, oh shit,
continually do it on a
The
loop.
thing is, that is the downside of, like, doing them out of order in a way. But also,
I can't see it changing my opinion that much.
I know what the shop is. I remember, like, being like, oh, the shop, I've read this, this, I've seen this and other things. It didn't impact me. It didn't make me think, oh, this is the thing from the other thing. I just thought it was like, oh, it's a reference. Then moved on.
Yeah.
Like,
I wasn't like, oh, they're going to bring in young Drew Barrymore to like fight the old man who's getting younger. Probably not.
my head was just like, who would win in a fight, Harlan or Abra? Where does he fit in our tier list? Well, I think we decided
Last episode when we do it in the Dark Tower, we will get a what are they called?
A bracket.
Yeah, we'll get a bracket and we'll fight all the characters.
Yeah, it's hard though because I think we decided
Like
last week.
thousands.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we decided last week that Book Cujo would lose to Abra because he's got the like ghost stuff, but Film Cujo would kill Abra because he's just a
If
dog.
you had to have one of the characters from a Stephen King project we've covered so far to defend you, and you got all the others coming after you to kill you, who would you pick?
It's really hard because I know Abra is like powerful, but I still don't quite understand how she would impact Carrie. Because obviously Carrie's like, oh, she's got the Shining.
What's the space
But,
turtle
like,
called?
I
I mean,
can't
have
remember
we
his
seen
name.
him?
No, we can't. I can't count that
Out of what we've
character
seen
enough.
so far, yeah.
Um,
Like we talked about who would win a fight, Carrie or Abra, and I think we said like all the Carries could beat her collectively, but she might be able to take one of them.
Are
But then-
we allowed to choose like a group of people? Like not like
I assumed you
who
meant
are you
it'd be like
suggesting? Throw your ring in the hat.
I want the Langoliers to defend me.
You
I
want
want
those
them just
meatballs?
eating everything.
you know what?
Just, like,
I think that's a good choice actually.
just Abra's coming, meatball them.
Yeah, get her.
I'd get Jude and he'd shoot them.
Oh,
Shoot,
I thought you meant Job.
Job.
Job is a good shout.
Job is a good show.
Job is a pretty good shout.
Christine run them all over.
Christine. Mad pairing now. Christine got 4 seats. Driver's seat, Abra. Passenger seat, Cujo. The 3 back seats, all the Carries. In Christine.
Fucking dream blunt rotation.
Are you not including Rage Carrie 2?
Unfortunately not, because although she is powerful, she's not.
What was her
it doesn't
name
work for
in
the
that
bit.
again?
Oh fuck! What was her name?
Was her name not Rage?
Rachel, isn't it?
Rachel.
Rachel?
Rachel.
Like, I can't believe we didn't get that when we first did this.
Hey, we did like 3 hours. We can always go back and do more.
Yeah.
There's always more to bury with that. Not
Yeah.
Barry. Like Barry Carey, but
Barry Carey.
Barry Carey.
I love the Bake Off.
You should never listen to this podcast. You should never like and subscribe. You should never rate it 5 stars.
Yeah.
You should never hit the like button. You should never donate to our Patreon. There's feet pics on there. If you
God
want.
help us when we do.
Oh, did you see the creator of OnlyFans died?
Yeah, he
really?
did.
Oh shit! No.
He was quite young, wasn't
He was like 43 or something.
Damn.
Damn.
Sucks. If we ever have a Patreon, God help us when we have to do the Golden Years commentary.
he? No, I think we could have fun with that.
Oh,
That's it. We get like just wasted.
Yeah.
watching
it is just
Golden
4
Years.
hours of us just
Yeah.
chatting nonsense.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind of commentaries.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Because we're not going to have any background information on this.
Yeah, it'll just be us being like, oh, you know,
I like this shot. Anyway,
we'll just be like playing like, which Twin Peaks character are you? Like quizzes on BuzzFeed or something.
Yeah. Could we just do it? We don't have to upload it. Could we just do it as like a test run? I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, of course. We could do it as like a bonus thing if we ever want to release it.
So last night I was kind of thirsty, so I went into the kitchen and poured myself a glass of milk. And I was watching The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott, and I just started chugging this milk. Turns out the milk went bad.
Oh,
The date on it was like April 20th.
that's
So it's,
Really?
it's not even. It's like at least 3 weeks before
Yeah.
it's supposed to go out of
Oh,
date.
it's
gone
extra
bad.
good.
So just
You
like,
got the new JFK milk.
he was on the side of it.
No,
just
not
like,
Jake.
Haven't seen him.
RFK. I meant RFK.
No, like the JFK milk.
No. Wait, did you check the year? Maybe it was 2025.
It was 2026. Like I drank some of this. Like I've had it like a cup of tea, and last night I was like, oh, I want a drink, but I don't want anything with like caffeine. And I was just like, oh, I got milk. I'll have a glass of milk.
I can't have milk. I always feel like I'm.
I can't.
I-
I
can't
don't
just
do it
drink
very
milk,
often, but I was
yeah.
like, I could go for a glass of milk, and it was spoiled. So I just need to remember on the way home after this to get some.
Okay, so you're
That's
using
fair.
this as a voice note
A voice
in
note.
like 2 weeks.
But I can pull this back because you mentioned JFK, and in this they
kills
mentioned
him.
Lee Harvey Oswald. they mentioned Lee Harvey Oswald in this.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Did you kill JFK?
Did I kill?
No, did Jude?
Jude Law? Because
just-
Chapel Roan was Ruth's daughter?
Oh yeah, that happened, didn't it?
You just.
No.
You just like, did I kill him?
No, to
And
be
I
fair-
keep changing the name, and you're just like, no, I killed him.
I killed JFK.
Joe wouldn't hurt a butterfly. Joe wouldn't hurt a Hitler.
I was thinking
true.
last night, like, do you ever just get the thought, like, no one's gonna kill Trump? Maybe I should.
This is absolutely getting cut.
Why?
I agree with the
You
sentiment.
can't just say you're gonna kill
No,
them.
this is like a nighttime thought.
Yeah.
Like where you're just lying in bed, just like, God damn, no one's like able to do it.
No,
And then you think to
I
yourself,
could.
this is like, you know when you get an idea in the night, you just like, you need to act upon it, but it's like so inconceivable, like murdering the president of the United States.
Viv, I do have two things I want to say. One, based.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Secondly, I don't think that would be good for trans women going forward.
I
think
think
it
I
would-
would be fucking martyred. I would have a new church made in my honor.
I think it would be great for the pod.
On the bullet is inscribed, "All hail the king." And I'm not gonna fucking miss.
And everyone's like, oh, they must be a monarchist because it says "All Hail the King," and on the back it says "Pod One Out Studio."
Oh my god. Okay,
It's
so
just got like the little Spotify code when you scan it, takes it to the
Fucking
episode.
link- it's got the fucking link tree engraved.
it's incredible what they're able to actually like engrave into bullets these days.
Yeah.
Have you seen all that shit? Like, was it Charlie Kirk the one where they had
Yeah.
like all this shit?
Oh god, yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
No,
You can't.
Viv, if you do it, damn.
For the
That's
record,
really
there's
fucking cool.
literally like, no, for the record, anything. We're not going to kill the president. Everyone jokes about this.
Yeah.
I might.
Are you gonna do it? It's gonna be a race. Who can kill the president first?
Join the Patreon if you want to see the
that's a
special.
story.
The race to kill the president.
Yeah, two friends just set up a bet, like, okay, who can assassinate the president first?
It's just literally an Always Sunny bit of just like we don't get killed, we don't get it in. Then the gang kills the president.
I have a pretty good aim.
You ever fired a gun?
I have.
I have,
Okay, I'm outnumbered in this. Fair enough.
but I'm a way better archer though.
You're a
Well,
really good archer.
We can practice. We can do that game they like to play in Nirvana, the band, the show, and just.
The fucking Green Arrow over here
Oh yeah.
killing the president.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full. We need to talk about Kevin, but do it with presidential.
If you had to kill the president, what
Yeah.
would be your method of choice?
I mean,
Like,
if I'm not,
assuming you're a perfect shot with anything,
okay,
like you like Bullseye from Daredevil.
am I? Oh, then I'm not gonna use a bow and arrow. I'm gonna use something smaller, something in like innocuous. Maybe like I just like put fentanyl in a tablet and I fling it across the plane that he's in, like the peanut in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Grimsby?
No,
Oh god.
Have you seen the bit in Grimsby where
no.
I'm gonna show you?
Okay.
This week's recommendation: Grimsby.
My recommendation: kill him.
My recommendation is
Get
not
him!
to watch Grimsby.
Guards,
Gods.
seize him.
Who do you think would win a fight, Abra or Trump?
How long does Trump get to prepare?
No. Abra goes in his fucking mind palace and it's just nothing
It's
there.
just nothing.
Yeah. Fair.
What do you do?
I do just like the sheer brutality of just like a bow and arrow, or maybe like just a javelin
A
Fair.
javelin? That's pretty cool.
shot. No, shot put would be kind of boring. I think a javelin would be pretty
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, just like what? And he just gets pinned against the wall.
cool. Yeah, cannibal holocaust him.
Do you want to throw your hat in the ring?
Yeah, mine might seem not inconspicuous. The opposite, if anything. A bit of a weird choice, but you'll see what I'm cooking. I would use a bird, preferably like an actual eagle.
Oh yeah.
I'd just be like, get him,
Get him.
dive bomb him. Yeah.
Winged monkeys. A la Lord of the Rings. No, Wizard of Oz.
No, I would go undercover, get a job at his tanning place,
Oh yeah.
and I'd start like
Final Destination him.
no, I would put very micro, like tiny atom-sized like capsules under his skin
Yeah.
of prison napalm, so he just like burns to death from the inside.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would give him the juice that makes him young, but keeps going until he's a sperm.
I would take it to the old.
Oh, fuck,
the
I was
beach that
just
makes
about to
it
say
old.
Dude,
anything
the beach
that
that makes
makes
it
you
old. He would be there for like 2 seconds, and then he would like.
What would they
He
do?
would turn into like the fucking guy that had the Last Crusade.
What would happen if you took Harlan from this to the beach that made you old?
I guess that's like,
He would
well,
stay the same.
what was the rate of oldness in the beach that makes you old? Because he was getting younger, like every week was like 5 years, they said, or something.
Well, they were there for like 2 days on the beach, and they went up like
Yeah.
50.
Let me see. How fast does the beach
I mean, they were kids, and then they were like old.
that
Yeah.
makes
So-
you old
So I'm guessing it's like
age
25
you?
years a day. 24 hours is a year. So every hour is like a year.
30 minutes is 1 year of human life. So eventually he would still die of old age, just a bit slower than everyone else.
Oh, okay. So
And then M. Night Shyamalan would be watching with his little binoculars.
yeah.
Yeah.
What if you went to the beach that made you English?
Which beach is that?
Hello. I go to. Oh god. Reminds me of like when I had to do the fucking intro for Dreamcatcher.
Oh, blimey!
Really want Stephen King to write a story set in Wales.
He won't.
Maine.
Salem's Lot.
What is lot in Welsh?
No fucking clue. Let me have a look. Well, Jerusalem probably has a Welsh name, like a Welsh translation.
Llangrannog's lot.
Carrie.
You think,
Sorry.
you think Celtic
CARU.
If I
Maybe
just
Saint Maud playing her.
That'd be awesome.
She's Welsh.
yes.
Do you feel as though like Celtic horror is a bit overdone for like Welsh horror now?
A little.
You could do something
We're
else.
seeing a lot. Saying this is someone I know. I've been planning on writing like more of a teen focused, but like a
Seems like the
Welsh
go-to.
fantasy thing.
Yeah.
I wrote, and I'm saying this like it's not published, but I wrote a Celtic horror book like 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
And it is kind of weird seeing the amount of them popping up. But I think that's only because a lot of them are just doing fairies.
Yeah.
I also did fairies. It's just like, okay.
What was
we've
that film
done
we saw?
fairies.
Rabbit
Rabbit Trap.
Trap.
Rabbit Trap.
Rabbit Trap? I quite like that. And it was
I liked
playing on
it.
the same
I
mythology.
liked it.
But it's also just like, I guess when you're like pulling for like that sort of history, you're gonna hit on the same similar sort of.
But also, there's a lot of Celtic folktales to
Yeah.
go from. But I'm glad, hopefully that just leads into more. Anyway, Jerusalem's Lot is Caldbren, Jerusalem.
Colbrand,
Colbrand,
Jerusalem.
I'm the only vampire in the village.
Vampire Village.
we got two fellas moving in.
I was gonna say,
up the road.
the bloody striker and his boyfriend.
Oh, I matched with him before.
What's his
Grindr,
name?
I did.
Oh, Barlow.
The golden years could take place in Wales.
Golden years. Yeah.
Golden years.
Let's recast the Salem's Lot characters to be Welsh.
What do you mean? Just cast them?
What's the main guy's name in Salem's Lot?
Fucking, it's Ben Mears.
Ben Mears, Bryn Mears.
I was watching. Do you know The Trip? Steve Coogan and
Yeah.
Rob Brydon. I was watching that. It's edited.
It's very dry.
It's very dry. I love it. It's edited exactly like a chicken shop.
Chicken shop date.
Chicken shop. It's edited the exact same way to the point, genuinely, where
You
I
check
think
the editor.
no. I just think they deserve royalties. Because it's just like the whole format. I'm just like, this is the same fucking thing. It's got the same dry humor, that sort of antagonism between the two, where it borderlines on sexual tension. It's like it's really great. I really not recommending. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
But in me as I am.
Red Mears.
But yeah, we'll cast Rob Brydon as Barlow or something.
Rob Brydon as Palos. Ruth Jones as Susan. Gosh. We haven't talked about Golden Years for a solid half an hour.
Golden
I genuinely
Years.
think we've gone through everything we could talk
We have
about.
the most. We have talked the most about Golden Years than anyone else.
Well, I have
They have-
something.
Okay, go for it.
Hello, just a quick note from Garen Editing before we do continue this episode of All Hail the King. The conversation we just had about killing the president, please don't take that seriously. That was a joke. This is for any authorities listening. It was a joke.
Yeah.
So this came out following the success of the 1990 It miniseries from ABC.
Yeah.
CBS saw that and was like, we want a bit of the pie. I don't have the viewership figures. I don't know why these are not available anywhere, but they didn't go ahead with the series as was the plan. King did ask them for 4 hours of airtime in the spring of 1992 to finish off this series. This too was denied.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even give him like. I guess if these were half an hour episodes, 8 and another full series.
Yeah.
If they were like an hour long, 4 episodes, they wouldn't give him anything. I assume like if he wanted to, he could just write a story.
Yeah.
What's stopping him? It's probably like rights.
Yeah, it's true.
I think this is probably because it's not written as a Stephen King story. First of all, CBS have got the rights, so if he wanted to write a story, he wouldn't be able to do it without their permission.
He didn't even write the last 2 episodes.
No, just did the story for him.
I assume that's because he like had other commitments.
Yeah. We haven't talked about the endings. So obviously we all watched the ending where
It was happy and everybody clapped.
they were running away and Gina's like, I can't run anymore. And it's like, fine, get greened. And then they go back in time.
Yeah, because like that's what they did with the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then
I
they're
like to
like,
imagine they went back to the
this
prehistoric
fucking
era.
time.
At that point, I was just like vibing with it.
Yeah. And then they shoot Jude. And it's like, what a happy
I was thinking
ending.
because I was like, I like moving my mouse, and so I was like, okay, there's like 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
How the fuck are they gonna wrap this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did the same. I paused it. It was like 6 minutes left, and like 3 minutes of it were just straight up credits.
Yeah. So I guess they just like, okay,
Yeah.
so what's the other ending?
The other ending, during that chase, I assume it's like exactly how the scene changes, is literally from the greenification. So the chase happens, and Gina collapses, and she has a heart attack, and she dies. And Terry and Cruz are like, "Come on, Harlan, like we've got to go. He's gonna catch up to us."
Terry Crews.
Oh shit! Yeah,
The actor.
he's here. Bring him in. Terry and Cruz are like, "We have to go."
I'm trying. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's fine. Yeah. We have to go. We can't. We have to leave her. We have to go. And Harlan's like, no, I'm not leaving her. So they leave him, and then Harlan gets captured, and then it's like, that's the cliffhanger. Which honestly, that's dumb. Like, the whole time it's like, they're going to kill you, and then it's just like, oh, they captured you in the end. And also very sad that Gina just dies of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I think they had really good chemistry. I know it's
do.
just those scenes between them, but
Yeah.
like even from like the bit where she's like, "Oh, I can wash my husband," and like the in the shower, just like, damn, they're getting freaky on like prime time CBS.
She's like, I know you're getting younger because your dick works. Yeah.
When does it start getting problematic?
What do you mean? Like,
when he starts get de-aging.
I don't know. Like, what's that formula of just like
doing the
half your
math.
age plus 7?
half your age plus? Is it half your age plus
So
7?
I think
like
so.
you see this like 40-year-old guy with like this presumably 60-year-old woman.
70. How old is he? He says
He's
he's
70.
70.
He's going to be 71 in
Yeah.
November.
I imagine he's around the same age, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I
So
mean, he's
as
a
soon
guy.
as he's younger than 42.
It's like, oh, get her under arrest.
I mean, because she's a woman,
It's not.
it's a lot as big as a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MILF.
MILF. GILF.
Gilf.
GILF. But no, she's not a grandmother. She's just a mother.
Yeah, they don't have kids. No,
They
do have
They
kids.
have kids. They don't have grandkids.
I really like her Lenin poster.
Fair.
I was just like, because they didn't mention. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if I just blind it. I know she's like part of like a hippie colony.
Yeah.
She's just got really good feng shui for a blind woman.
I know. I was thinking like, why has she got that poster up? Like, I'm sure like blind people like decorate their house all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But it always feels like kind of strange just to have a poster.
Yeah.
It's just, for a
That's
house
fair.
I assume she doesn't go to that often.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fair.
Also, I
I'm
think
trying to picture like a blind person like owns like the Mona Lisa.
it's just like, oh, I just found this painting, and they're just like rubbing it.
Yeah, a deaf person has like the first like original recording of like Mozart
Yeah.
on one of the cylinders.
I think the communists should have been like a militant group, not that fucking pussyfoot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, we don't believe in violence. Like, no, they should have been
Yeah.
fighting back.
It was
but-
quite funny when they got shot. Not gonna
yeah, that
lie.
was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was just.
I saw this a few days ago. Like YouTube's seen it much more recently than me. A lot of it is like sort of skipping my mind. It's just like, oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
When you say it stuff.
My notes are genuinely 20 minutes left, and he's blasting a clock with green. And then, who are these people? Well, they got shot. Because I just like didn't have a clue what was going on.
If you had to blast your clock with any color, what would it be?
Green is a good color. Why does his eyes go green and he causes an earthquake?
Because he's got time powers.
Hey, okay,
He's got some like leftover green.
green. Yeah,
They said, "Hey Jude."
they did.
That's
They did.
And then they proceeded to say the
Nah.
entire lyrics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Seen that meme where it's just like,
Oh,
like,
sorry. Here you go.
Unleashed. Paul McCartney goes on for 11th hour of Na 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 and Hey Jude chorus.
That's so funny. Speaking of singing, I thought the scene of them singing in the car together was really cute.
I thought
That was-
I
I
always thought that was a Simpsons. I never knew that was a real one.
Same.
God said to Noah,
I
gonna be a bloody.
I assumed it was just like, okay, yeah, this probably is like a thing, but I'm not as caught up in like religious
Gospel.
the Gospels.
Yeah.
the gospel according to Ned Flant.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was so cute.
Great movie. Should have won an Oscar.
Well, yeah, like I said, that's the stuff I cared about. It's a shame that was like a quarter of this.
It could have worked so much better if they just focused on them, because you could have learned more about the FBI stuff through their eyes.
Yeah.
Because we have that connection of just these normal people.
Did
Yeah.
you like it when she when the blind girl came home and she's just like, this
Yeah, sorry.
is an attack dog, it's well trained.
She pulls a gun on it. She knows that her daughter is coming home. She knows that she's blind. Her blind daughter walks in. It's like, I know someone's here. Tell me who you are. This is an attack dog. Meanwhile, Terry has a gun on her and is like, oh, well, I can't remember the exact line. But
I do
she's
think it's
basically
very
like,
funny how nonchalant Gina is, just like, oh, hello, honey.
Yeah, Terry's got a gun on her dog and is just like, well, see who gets there first. It's just like, why are you antagonizing her? This is her home,
Yeah.
first of all.
She's very, like, fine with flinging that gun about this entire time. She was just pointing at guns just to run to the phone.
Yeah.
Like, God
Oh,
damn.
God, yeah. But I do like the attack dog. There's like 2 mentions of it being an attack dog.
And then it gets shot.
then it does attack someone
does
and
th-
gets shot.
Oh, there you
Yeah. Yeah.
go. Chekhov's.
Is it common for blind people to have attack dogs?
Depends how
know-
blind you are.
I know, don't get me wrong. I know that it's like they're well trained, but I can't imagine it's like this dog will help.
You guys like, oh, here's your attack dog, and it attacks them.
I was just gonna say, like, It's like, oh, here's your seeing eye dog. They'll like help you cross the street, and also if someone's trying to mug you because you're blind, they'll attack them. I mean, I guess
All guide dogs have to go through a basic level of training. They all need to have at least a brown belt or above.
Every blind. Okay, elect me prime minister. I will bring back XL bullies only for blind people.
Oh, you'd see so many like guys just like pretending to be
Oh,
blind,
God.
wearing
They
their
get
like
the little tiny
Adidas
glasses.
tracksuits, blind.
Oh god,
With a
yeah.
massive dog.
With a dog that's clearly not trained and pulling like.
They're just like dragging an old person across the street.
You know that picture of the guys wearing the tightest clothes imaginable?
Yeah.
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 Just them blind with dogs.
And this is why you need to elect me.
It's like,
I will kill Trump and give blind people massive dogs.
Or if Trump was blind.
I would
can't see.
I would attack him with the dog. I pelt him in a capsule
yeah.
into his bloodstream, giving him AIDS.
I would turn Trump into a dog.
I would turn him green.
I would turn Trump into a dog, but specifically the dog from Invasion of the Body Snatchers with the human face.
Oh.
He's just got his face.
Freaky ass dog.
And he's just a dog, but he's still talking like Trump.
What
He would probably still get elected.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Would. What dog would he be?
I like to think a little pathetic little one.
Uh,
He'd be like, "Oh, I'd be a Great Dane," and meanwhile, he's actually like a Chihuahua.
yeah, he'd just be one of those like fucked up ones.
You know what? He is a Chihuahua, all bark and no bite. They got a lot of attitude for, you know.
Trump, if you got words, come on the podcast.
Well,
Well,
pod. Tell us what you think of golden years.
That's a great thing about golden years. Many years
he gets
ago.
younger.
That's why he wants his skin to be gold,
Yeah.
so you can say he's in his golden years. Trump is an easy impression to do, but many people can do a better Trump impression.
I'm shit.
I'm sticking with my Christopher.
I am
Walken.
famously shit at impressions.
And your lockjaws.
My lockjaws.
Yeah.
You do a mean lockjaw impression.
Like
Yeah.
with the walk.
When I was watching the footage, I was just like, "Fuck."
Sorry, I just wrote down a quote. Yeah.
Girls.
You got a baby?
Yes.
What's her name? Charlene.
Oh,
That sounds like a black girl's name.
I forgot that's why he says it.
Do you like black girls? I love them. I.
That's really good. Actually.
The things Sean Penn was doing with his mouth were incredible.
It's so good.
That's what we're talking about. Like how actors get lost in their roles. His like body form, like
Yeah.
things that we didn't think were possible.
Yeah.
I was raped in reverse.
Some sort of semen demon.
It's such a good film. I know there's a lot of people out there who are passionate for Sinners, and I like Sinners. One Battle
Look,
is so good.
I'm one of the people who's passionate for Sinners, and I was like, the first time I watched one battle after another, I was like, oh, it's really good, but I don't think I like it as much as everyone else does. And then I rewatched it, and it's like, okay, no, it is. It's fucking great. I still, like, if you had to compare them because of the Oscars, I still prefer Sinners, but, like, fuck, it deserved a win.
I see people online being like, how can you win best cinematography and not win best film? It's just like,
Different
that's-
categories.
that's not what it is. I know some people are like, oh, but he won best music, he won best actor, and he won best screenplay.
Can you imagine-
How did he not win best film? Just like, well, that's the thing. A film is more than that.
Some
you
of
know?
it's
Imagine like
parts.
books are like the Oscars and it's just like best word.
Best word. Best sentence.
Best sentence. I would go kind of hard.
Honestly, best sentence would be kind of great. Yeah. It'd be
No,
like,
I think I would win that.
my,
Best chapter.
my contender for best sentence would be Vulcans never lie, Spotlight.
It'd be stuff like best prose,
Yeah.
best dialogue, best
Best grammar.
best
Ooh.
grammar, or like best use of a simile.
Yeah.
Best ellipses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think my quote from I can't remember what episode it was, but where I said sometimes even Gordon Ramsay burns his toast. I still think that's pretty good.
That's really good, yeah.
That'd be good merch.
It has nothing to do with the podcast. It's just that and hi Mike.
Hi, Mike.
On the same t-shirt.
It's like it's like an inside out one, so you flip it.
What font would you use for the t-shirt?
Papyrus.
I
Papyrus.
fucking love
My
Papyrus.
word. What font is it? What font do they use for like the Stephen King on like all these? Like the one on all like on Golden Years and like Langoliers.
Golden
Years.
years. Oh, ba ba ba. That looks. That looks like. It looks like it just looks like Futura condensed. Or is it? No. Yeah. Okay. I think that's Futura condensed. I got confused because that's got a different G.
I wish there was a giant fetus in this.
That's why I was so disappointed. It's like I was expecting some body horror shit. Not even necessarily body horror, just like interesting stuff to do with aging.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, let's say he did become a child. He would still have the knowledge of a full-grown man and the experiences. Or would he start acting more childish because he hasn't gone through the brain development?
Oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
See, that talking about it is interesting. 'Cause, like, what if you're like going back through like you're a kid, you're like hyper stimulated, you're like into brain rot, but like in somewhere in your head you're thinking, man, I should do my taxes. I haven't taken my medication.
Yeah.
You can have it tie
I need to go to
into
the bingo.
Yeah, you can have it tie into his insecurities with Gina, where maybe he's like, as he's become younger again, he's got a lot more of a sex drive. But now, like, you know, his wife is this old woman.
Yeah.
And he's kind of reveling in the fact of, oh God, like, her fear was right. Like, I'm not as attracted to her on a physical level because our bodies aren't compatible anymore. But he
guess-
still loves her.
Maybe this is like, oh, I guess they couldn't do that because they killed her off at the end.
His
If it
balls
was
stopped
going to be
sagging.
rolled on into like
Yeah.
a full series, they were going to implement these. But like,
No, it sounds like they were just going to focus on this fucking military stuff. It's a shame. Maybe I'll write something to do with aging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steal this
I
idea.
do like aging in media.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting concept. Like, is it something that literally everyone does, and you cannot reverse the
Also,
clock
like
on?
film/TV is like really good for like portraying it because obviously you get to see it.
Yeah, see the changes. Yeah,
I know people like to shit on Boyhood, but like that is genuinely
I
kind
need
of
to watch
I
that.
really like
Yeah.
Boyhood.
yeah.
I need to watch that.
It was like kind of a punching bag for a while because like the marketing was kind of obnoxious with it, but it is genuinely quite incredible to see like someone without there being like
I think if-
timestamps between it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, it's just like a natural progression.
I agree with the BAFTA's decision that year. I think Boyhood was better than Birdman.
I haven't seen Boyhood, but I will watch it because I've been watching a lot of his other films. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
get to it
if-
eventually.
If anyone does like age, like if any actor did like specific ages, probably we should link later. Like he does that sort of college years, those teenage years, like
Blue
pretty much-
Moon. He talks about like, you know,
Oh,
someone who's
fucking
further
the
up.
4 trilogy.
Yeah.
Going through all that.
School of Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a
it's
man
true.
child.
You know, it's true. He got the children in that, and like
Yeah,
talks
the
about
Scanner
maturity.
Darkly, the age where you turn into like a rotoscope cartoon.
When he turned to Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could be rotoscoped for a year, would you?
Is anyone else?
No.
What does that mean?
It's better you don't know.
It's a style of animation. If you could
Oh,
just be if everybody if you had to be a style of animation for a year, what would it be?
Stop motion. I want to be an Aardman guy. Like,
I'd be a brick film.
I'd be Rubber Hose. I want to be like Popeye. I just want to be like always moving.
I look so cute as a rubber hose car. I can see like you as a rubber
Yeah,
hose.
you translate very well. At
Yeah.
Coco would be Scooby Doo.
Do we have any other thoughts?
I genuinely think
I don't really know.
for perspective, I had like Cujo multiple pages of thoughts. This is all my thoughts on the 4 hours. It's literally 2 pages of A5. That's all. And I know we've recorded
I have
a lot.
more notes for Gilmore Girls.
Did you
Which
even
is-
do
I was
Gilmore
gonna say,
Girls?
which is even more
Gossip
impressive.
Girl. I know.
I think it'd be funny if you had more notes on something you didn't.
We
cover.
didn't watch it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No more notes. It's a shame wanted to like this. We'll definitely explore some other media to do with aging off the back of this.
Awesome.
I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we're done with it, frankly, you know? Yeah.
Okay, I guess that takes us to recommendations. And as Joe took the lead, Joe is taking the lead again.
I forgot until we start recording this episode this is a thing we do. But on the bright side, I have consumed a piece of media. Seeing as I didn't have to read a book for this one, I was able to read a book that wasn't Stephen King, which, to be fair, my last recommendation was also a different book from a different author. But this one's incredibly relevant because it's just been turned into a movie. My recommendation is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. The book specifically, I haven't seen the film yet. Hope I like it. There's a chance I might not, I guess. But yeah, I think the book is just fantastic. A fantastic exploration of like
Apparently, in the movie, there's focus on the FBI stuff.
the military subplot. I will be honest, there is stuff like that in the book where it is kind of like, put me back in space. I don't give a shit about this. But it's like, it's few and far between. But no, it's a fantastic book exploring, like, you know, camaraderie and companionship between a dude and a little alien, both trying to save their worlds from apocalypse in the dead of space. And I just thought it was very beautiful. So, and if you read, like I said with my last recommendation, if you hate reading, there's a film adaptation, so watch that. But yeah, Project Hail Mary is mine.
Is it my turn next? I recently went to Italy, which was pretty cool. I did this challenge where I tried to see every single artwork by the Ninja Turtles. It's a very fun challenge, and this is my recommendation: to go to Italy and see every single
I thought
artwork
you were just
by
going to
a
like
Ninja Turtle.
recommend one of the Ninja Turtle movies or cartoons.
No. Go when you go to Italy, try and see every single artwork by each of the Ninja Turtles. So you know you get your Donatellos, your Michelangelos,
Do
your
you have a
Leonardos.
favorite from each Ninja Turtle?
I have a favorite. David was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was.
That's not one of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, my favorite Ninja Turtle is David. I bought some ice
sorry,
cream.
which colour does he wear again? Just white.
I don't know if it was worth paying like. I was paying for my mum as well. It was like 15 quid to get in, but it
That's
was
not
pretty
bad.
cool to go in.
Yeah.
Florence was beautiful. Venice was cool. Not as stinky as people said. I was kind of hoping it'd be stinky.
Yeah. But so just see
No, that was just
artwork
you.
by Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either David was my favorite. Honestly, Donatello kind of mid.
It's fair.
Or he's the tech guy.
He is a tech guy.
He likes ChatGPT.
He does like ChatGPT.
And his brothers rinse
It's the
him for
prompt.
it.
It's the
No, to be
prompt.
fair, at the end he's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm bad.
Yeah.
He's a kid. He could get away with it.
Sure. And that's my recommendation.
Okay. My recommendation is less fun than yours. My recommendation is to check yourself for medical things. Check your boobs, check your testes, check anything. If you think there's a sign of something, check it. Go to your doctor, because the sooner it's caught, the sooner it can be treated. Keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, and
Look after yourself to get into those golden years.
yeah.
We all want to reach our golden years.
That's mine.
That's a genuine, just good piece of advice.
Yeah.
You know, someone we know from school, once we had like an assembly, we were in like year 8, year 9. Someone from school, because we had an assembly talking about puberty and checking your testicles and stuff like that. And one boy, we wasn't really that close with him. He was in our form class. I think he's now kind of like right-leaning from what I saw on Facebook before I unfriended him like 6 years ago. And one time he was just like, have you started checking your balls? Like full earnesty.
Had you?
I had, and I do, and it is important. Thank you. It is important to, like you said, it is important to keep on top of that. Someone who's also recently like been to the doctors for stuff. It's always better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Check my boobs every night.
Hot.
Yo. Be respectful. Or if you're not going to be respectful, go all out.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Auga, show me them milkers.
Wow, checking your boobs without me. I can help with that.
If you do want to get in touch with the show, if you've seen Golden Years, you can tell us what you think.
These two. I'm desperate to read
Please.
other people's opinions about
You
Golden
can get in touch
Years.
with us about any Stephen King thing. Doesn't have to be one we're covering anytime soon. I mean, we don't really tell you what we're covering soon, so
We haven't said what we're covering next.
no, so saving that for the end
That's
because
fair.
that's a big mic drop moment.
That is true.
If you want to keep up to date with the show, we are on the socials. Not on Facebook.
No.
Should we be on Facebook?
My dad
No.
keeps asking us what he keeps saying, like, because I might have mentioned on here before. My brother also has a podcast that's fairly
If you want us
successful
to
in this
join,
field.
if you want us to start a
Yeah.
Facebook page, email us and say.
Yes, my dad's like, "Oh, do you post on Facebook?" I'm like, "No, it's the one thing we don't post on. It's not really our demographic."
We also don't post on Twitter.
That's true, but like, I don't count that as social media.
Like,
Tell us how if we
people-
did, we would be crucified.
We post on Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans, and Fansly, and that's it.
Yeah.
What's the truth? We should post on Truth Social.
Truth Social.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be really funny.
We should join
I
that
love
one
the
that
new
only Zack
episode of
Snyder
All Hail-
uses.
I love the new episode of
All Hail the King, even though he hates Stephen King. But yeah, we're on Instagram
We're on
and
those
TikTok.
All Hail the King
Pod.
podcast.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube at Pod One Out Studios, where you will also find Joe and Viv's podcast. And I believe once this episode goes up, you have just started a brand new season covering Britcoms.
Yes,
Or British sitcoms.
So that's First Time Flyers, TV Pilots podcast, where Viv and I talk about the first episode of TV shows, and we tend to do 5-week seasons. The next one's on British comedy shows from the 2000s. But if you want more of Garen specifically, he's a guest on multiple episodes, including a recent episode on Arrested Development,
Yes.
which is just me and Garen. So if you're fed up of Viv and women, there's also an entire season on there called First Time Kings, where Viv was off for a month and Garen and I talked about some Stephen King TV shows pilot episodes. So if you really like the TV shows of Stephen King that we haven't covered yet, because, you know, we haven't really said, this is kind of our first dip into like a show
Yeah.
for Stephen King. A short one, but eventually we'll get to the shows. But if you're itching for
We
that,
have
there's some on
we
there.
have some of them planned for later
Yeah,
in the year. So
We'll get to them.
yeah. So if you're tired of Viv, listen to First Time Kings or Arrested Development. If you're tired of me, listen to First Time Flies. And if you're tired of Joe,
Tough.
Out of luck.
Apparently, I'm in all of these. I haven't missed a single episode yet. I'm desperate to miss one. That doesn't sound very good. Just
Wow.
cut that.
he
Not even cut that,
hates
it
you
just sounds bad.
all.
I just want to listen to. I like listening to podcasts. I want you two to have a podcast that I can listen to, and maybe you will
we will.
one day.
Maybe.
Mm.
Yeah. So the next episode
Yeah.
of All Hail the King will drop same time as usual, 10 a.m. GMT. Ooh.
Are you thinking about summertime changes?
I'm thinking of the changes to the clocks.
Can I be honest? I always just say, for First Time Flyers, I always just say 8 a.m. British time, because I don't know the difference between
Does it
GMT.
change?
Yeah,
Yeah,
GMT
so
is
we'll be going
different.
into BST. Okay, it'll be
Yeah.
10 a.m. BST.
British summertime. Will be an
This
hour
one will
ahead.
be up 10 a.m. BST, because this will be after the clocks change.
What's
That's-
DMT?
Greenwich Mean Time.
Have you seen Philomena Kunk? And she's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm at clocks.
Yeah.
I've got time running through me middle bits.
Yeah. Yeah, so
10 a.m. The next episode will be out every fortnight. We release them.
if you're American, that's every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we're also in the
Twice every
game.
week.
No, that's not how that works.
We're also in
Anyway.
the game Fortnite.
Yeah.
Show us your skins.
Show us your skin. Yeah. But anyway, next episode. It's kind of like Fortnite, funnily enough.
Kind of like Fortnite.
Yeah.
I don't. You might have something in your head. I have no fucking clue how that connects.
Unless I've got what we're doing next wrong, which would be hilarious because I'm reading the book currently.
Can you say what it is?
Can we say what it is at the same time? Okay.
Three,
3,
two,
2, 1. Running
Michael
Man.
Jackson's Ghosts.
That's next?
That's
I thought
next.
Running Man was next.
Running Man is after that.
Okay.
Because Michael Jackson's Ghost is going to be out before the
No, I
movie.
started doing my Running Man notes in my book. They're out of order now.
Well, no. Whatever.
Oh, well. I write in pencil. I'll just rub them out. All right, there's
I
that.
think you should keep that in. That's very funny.
Yeah.
No, but then they'll know what's happening next time after that.
Have you not
Okay, what we'll
released the
do.
schedule?
No.
No.
Because, like,
we
sometimes,
make
sometimes you know,
changes.
Joe will cry and be like, I can't do it. I want
You
to do my
resell
Game
a bag
Boy.
of bones back to back then.
I want to
Can
do
you
my
imagine?
Game Boy.
All right, well, now, I've been honest now about the mental state I've been in since September. Can you imagine if I had Red Cell and Bag of Bones back to back? We
Funny.
wouldn't have a podcast anymore. All right, anyway.
We just
So-
be down the guy who reads.
Yeah, it would just be a film podcast.
You're saying you wanted a podcast with just me and Viv?
Yeah, there we go. I just want to be there to listen to it.
It's all hail the king.
Okay.
Anyway,
Whether or not we kept that or not, I don't know. But next time we're doing Michael Jackson's Ghosts.
and for the
You
record,
might be thinking, that's not Stephen King. Yes,
So
it